come back. As the left tries to force critical race theory into our educational system, some parents, they are pushing back. We're joined by one of those parents, as well as Larry Elder, as we continue. Parents all across the country tonight continuing their pushback against the destructive critical race theory that seeks to indoctrinate American school children with dangerous, hate-filled ideologies. Listen to one parent in Loudoun County in Virginia laying it all out. Take a look.
CRT is racist. It is abusive. It discriminates against one's color. Let me educate you. An honest dialogue does not oppress. An honest dialogue does not implement hatred or injustice. It's to communicate without deceiving people. Today, we don't need your agreement. We want action and a backbone for what we asked for today, to ban CRT. We don't want your political advertisement to divide our children or belittle them. Think twice before you indoctrinate such racist theories. You cannot tell me what is or is not racist. Look at me.
Joining us, syndicated radio host Larry Elder, along with the parent you just saw in that video, Chantel Cooper. Chantel, let me begin with you. First, I admired your passion. Let's talk about the impact of this.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here.
As an American mother, it is my duty to ensure that every child has the opportunity to have the successful
Hey,
it is my
Chantel,
duty to install.
I
can't hear.
By the way, most people, their biggest fear is being on TV and radio. I want you to just speak from your heart, because you're living this.
Okay.
You showed such passion in that video, and you don't need a script. Your passion came through, and it was infectious. Why do you think? Just tell us why you think this is bad for our kids.
Okay. Well, I have a biracial family. So does this mean they should resent their white ethnicity and take advantage of the current narrative? Perhaps the white half of my children should reflect on their guilt and shame for something that they have no control over. I think not. So I'm fighting against this prejudice. I encourage parents to research CRT. Key word to look out for is equity, culturally responsive framework, culture competence. If you have any questions in regards to recalling for the CRT, reach out to parentsagainstcrt@gmail.com. Faxmatter123 at icloud.com.
Well, let me give Larry, and you said that beautifully, by the way. Great job. Larry, I want to get your response. We only have about a minute, unfortunately.
Critical race theory effectively is teaching white people that they are eternal oppressors and black people that they're eternal victims. And it's an outrage. I remember when a young man named Barack Obama became president of the United States, there were colored photographs in the front pages of the New York Times and the LA Times with black parents saying, for the first time, I can truly tell my kid if he or she works hard, he or she can be anything they want to be. Whatever happened to that? If these critical race cabal would spend a fraction of time telling people to pursue what a left-wing think tank, the Brookings Institution, called the success sequence, we wouldn't be having these problems. Finish high school. Don't have a kid till you get married. Get a job, avoid the criminal justice system, you will not be poor. That ought to be the message instead of you are a victim. It's an outrage to teach black people, Larry, that they're eternal victims and white people are eternal oppressors. Outrageous.
Larry, thank you. I wish we had more time. Chantel, your courageous message, people will hear. I hope you'll come back. You did a great job. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Radioactive Rant. It's been a while. I've been down, but I'm not out. So let's get this popping, get off into it. Chantel Cooper, Mammy, let's dissect this bullshit that we just heard. Now, when this girl got in front of the council meeting, she had a script. And boy, wasn't she reading and signifying and finger popping and eye bucking for white daddy. And, you know, that's the crux of what I'm looking at. That's the answer that I wanted to know. Why are you mammying here for a course that needs and is overdue, long overdue, to be taught about slavery, Jim Crow, and the new Jim Crow. Why are you up here buck dancing? Well, it's easy to tell. One word: biracial. You were there to please white daddy. Who wrote that goddamn script? Boy, girl was just signifying and going off. Now, here she comes. She gets on the TV, right? She trying to script again. She can't read the script. She's trying to do her best white girl with her head cocked all over the place. All right? She's trying to read a script, and she can't read the script. What was wrong with the script? I don't know what was wrong with the script. Let me tell you something. When you feel something from the heart, as Sean Hannity pointed out, you don't need no damn script. What the hell is going on? And why is she doing this? She's doing it to please white daddy. And that's what she came out for. Now, you got backing up Jim Crow Coon, Larry Elder. Here he come with his buck dancing bullshit. And he gonna back it up and tell you what, tell black people what they need to be done. Look, let me tell you something. None of that gonna help a young black man running away from the police to get shot. None of that is gonna prevent that. All this goody two bullshit about what black people should do in order to get along in the world has nothing to do with white children and black children being taught the history of this country. Come on now. And look at her. She got some red hair going on for her. No, this was all to please white daddy. That's what she came out to do. And boy, when you saw that video on YouTube, and I suggest that you go there, and girl knew what she was talking about, boy. She was testifying. I can't say it enough. All of a sudden, she gets on national TV, and she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Come on now. Now, on the other hand, we have to understand what Hannity's doing here. You know, make no mistake about it. Hannity is not a lover of black people. He wants, it's rumored that he wants, and it's documented, you can Google this, that he held a gun on Juan Williams. Sean Hannity is an asshole. He is a white supremacist asshole. If you disagree with him on Fox News, he will come after you. So why is he bringing out Coon Nation? Why is Larry butter biscuit eating, pork chop munching, watermelon sucking elders, and Chantel pleasing white daddy Cooper out here on the Sean Hannity show? Because, you know, when Sean Hannity wants to talk about politics, okay, things that matter to his pocketbook, per se, there ain't no black folks on there. He don't bring out Larry Elders, okay? He brings out Josh Hawley and Matt Gaetz. He brings out white folks. So the message here is that when you parade out niggas, Coon Nation sellouts, Uncle Toms and Thomasinas, what he is affecting here is to tell me and black folks that you don't need any critical race theory. Look, change is always met with resistance. And white supremacy has been around for a long time, and it's taken a whooping, taken a whole bunch of losses. And Sean Hannity sees his world going down the fucking cesspool drain that he fucking came out of in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Sean Hannity is trying to protect his interests. So bring out some coons, and then that tells me, well, if Chantel supporting white daddy, Cooper says we don't need no critical race theory, well then massa, I guess we don't need no critical race theory. That's bullshit. Okay? Just because you parade out some niggas trying to tell me what's going on, I ain't listening to you. Those people don't speak for me. Those are the very same people in slavery when the slaves, the field niggas, wanted to revolt. You see, when they wanted to revolt, these are the very same niggas that went to, hey, massa, Larry's gonna plan a slave revolt. Go kill all the good white folk, massa. And that is why Sean Hannity parades out black folk whenever his world is meeting resistance. And it has to do with race. you can find there is an abundance of coon. You have a coon vault, if you will, a coon pool that you could pull from and just have the niggas come out there and tell the niggas, hey, you don't need none of this shit. And that is what is happening here today.